working fine over here. Increase the mic volume. Maybe, let me try, because I don't have my fan on at the moment. Let me try lowering the amount of noise. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that sounds a bit better than usual. And so welcome back to Wu-Tang. As you can see, I'm very much... Wait, is it like it couldn't kill armored? It is. Okay. Yeah, we're continuing our playthrough of Shenwu Temple. I played a bit off stream. Or rather off stream, I played a bit on a different platform, and now we're here. Not sure why I have this on. The way the story is going, I almost feel like we are at the end of this particular section. But hey, you never know. Going full axe on this run.
Oh, where did those pesky towers hide their treasures?
Oh, so this is where you were. And you are also up to something devious, aren't you?
My, you've got quite the knack for sniffing out secrets, haven't you? Oh, me? I used to run with the young folks over at Shenwu Temple. Just stopped by the Pavilion of Knowledge to dig up some old relics. Oh, those old alchemy books should have been burned ages ago, if you ask me. That would really cleanse the temple. Ah, there I go again, running my mouth. Silly me. You came at just the right time. I've uncovered something rather intriguing. Care to hear it?
Heed the warning, ignore the advice. Well, this is our first playthrough into this area. It's always better to heed the warning. Lend me your ear.
Hear, hear. Lend me your ear. Our story continues. The White General, instilling fear in one and all with his mere presence. With his heroic stature and in the wake of his mighty steed, peace fell once more. But alas, how could this once great hero of the ages be forever lost to the annals of history? And yet, his indefatigable spirit prowls as before the vast lands of Shu. Hear, hear, lend me your ear. Chaos grips the land once more. My dear listener, our story told in part, so listen closely still. Now that you've heard my tale, run along like a good little lamb. No more aimless wandering, you hear?
Still wanders the land, huh? Okay, I guess that's a hint. This might actually be the end of Shenwu Temple. Shenwu Temple Scriptures. Just gonna check that out in a bit. Cinder Dragon Coil. Cinder Dragon Coil. Wait, is that a dual blade? It's another axe. Using temperance to buff fire effects make the potent. Okay, you have dragon breath here. Let's use this instead of the halberd for a bit. It's not even an axe, it's just crafted from a blueprint originating from the southern archipelago. The Zenwu Temple obtained through maritime trade. Pulling the trigger causes flames to burst forth like a roaring dragon, hence its name, Cinder Dragon Coil. Those who can manage its great weight and remain unfazed by enemy attacks can unleash its full power, causing utter devastation. It's not even an axe, it's just one large cudgel here. And then we picked up the temple scriptures. This item belongs to the exclusive collection of the Pavilion of Knowledge, available only to a privileged few. Contains the Zenwu Temple's research on red mercury and elaborates on secret recipes for making elixirs and pills. I'm assuming if I go to the teleport point now, the Taoist doctor should have be interactable. Like this is what he was searching for, and we've somehow managed to sneak in here and find it. But all in all, this is pretty much a dead end, I think. Slightly more stuff to find here. Let's switch on our lantern here as well. That's better. Bit of a clearer view. The Holy Spirit leads us all, and on the day of his glory, his wings shall lead them into heaven. Interesting. I have no idea what I was talking about, though. There's a lot in this game that I'm not quite understanding. And there is a path over here. But is this the way we came? No, it's not. The way we came is actually down there. There's a bird up there. And then there's those two guys who were shooting at us the whole time. Now we can actually deal with them. I'll take that, thank you very much. You can, interestingly enough, jump down from here, but there doesn't seem to be a shortcut per se. A little path over here, which leads us to the burning side of the temple. And a bit of a gorgeous view right there. Yeah, this game definitely needed a photo mode. Bit of a shame they didn't add it. Oh, you were here too. I completely forgot that there was some guy shooting us on this side as well. I guess what you were wondering, what I was trying to do was Dragon Breath. But it's a flamethrower, more or less, I guess. No wonder it only cost like 1 point. Magic. If we drop down from here, we can go to the other side. Well, I'm curious as to where that ladder leads us. Might just be connecting to that road. There's that little jingle. Although we got a bunch of enemies with despair status around here. Soul Grass. The one item we've not been using. No, there is someone here. Oh, it's you. You're the guy who prevented us from getting the item over there, because you were giving us despair when we were trying to run on through. Yeah, the path's connected. And here is our inner demon.
Well, well. You've come this far. I'm impressed. Remember, that old fool stumbled into the Pavilion of Knowledge. So, how far do you think you'll make it?
I can't tell if that's how Bai Wuchang's supposed to sound. Because we know that's our demon, more or less, and this whole place is filled with blood. Not a fun look, all things considered. Oh my gosh, somebody's shooting at me. Oh, okay. These are shrapnel bombs, not the other kind. Not cannonballs. There's another one over here. Let's deal with it first. There's actually more than one. There's another enemy shooting me somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. Shrine over here. Enemy down that path. Two guesses as to what that is. It's like you can't easily back out of the dragon fire once you're locked into it. I swear someone else was shooting us with a cannon. Oh, okay, down there is that guy. That couldn't have possibly killed him. Now I have two enemies to sort of defeat down there, and he fell to where the cannoneer was. It's very slowly making his way back towards this area. It's going back to where he was, allowing us to take care of the cannoneer. And use this. Gotta give him props for being tough at least, taking two cannonballs to the face. Doesn't seem to be anything else up here, just these two villagers who hopefully won't get on the cannons to try and kill us. But there should also be a path down there, leading to that little alcove we saw at the very beginning of this area. Just cannonballs or just shrapnel? What's over there? Full-grown red mercury. More hostages by the look of it. Lots more hostages. I'm hearing a little jingle, and that's never good. Got to jump down from there to get over here? Okay, here's the path. Which continues on, interestingly enough, and allows us access to the refugee camp. So one more shortcut opened up for us. And if you presumably dump down here somewhere, you can reach that one item we've been seeing for ages. I hope it's an upgrade material. It is an upgrade material. Now the big question. Can we upgrade our axe to +10? Not quite liking the fire dragon ability on this weapon. I do feel like the other one is better. The Cinder Dragon Coil. It scales with level 3 on strength 2. No, this scales with level 4. Yeah, definitely the better weapon to use for now. The Halberd. Mighty Blow and Whirlwind 2. Now, let's head to the very obviously looking dangerous big boss door. See if we can upgrade our axe even further. As you can see, I've pretty much put all my points into the axe. All my eggs into one basket. Probably get a few healing charges as well, right? Not sure why I went all the way over there when we could have just started upgrading from this one. You know what's this one's point already here. Remove this and put this back in here. Enter the dream. Now the question is, do I want the blood needle or the frost needle? Well, not the frost needle. Not quite sure what is best use against whatever's coming up here. Do I even have the blood needle? I do not. It's flame and acupoint. I feel like the leech needle is a good option to always start off on when you're learning a fight. Just get in that extra healing. A sacred token. What is that? Key item. A dust and blood covered golden token. A holy object priests wear on their person to pray for the Lord's protection and to ward off demons. May the Lord grant them peace. Is this Buglio? It is Buglio.
That's the devil! Satan himself!
Almighty God, forgive me. Cleanse me of sin. Amen. Amen.
Okay, since we actually found this, we better go talk to Mahales in the refugee camp. I'm also gonna put something else on the Imperial Axe. We don't quite need the block right now. And I feel like I remember Rampage actually giving you healing when you use it, right? Colossal Slash. Okay, it does, but I need to put in some points in here first. Where have I put in multiple points? Okay, let's go with this. Reset. And give you back. Yeah, we have two people we can talk. One is Mahales back in the refugee camp. The other is the Taoist Doctor and Reverend Temple. And we might as well do it before we head to the boss room.
Allah, what else can I do for you? God has the power to bring the dead back to life. Why can't Bulio understand that? Oh, almighty and merciful Lord on high, extend your grace to those who have wandered from your path. Imbue them with your divine power and guide their steps, that they may find their way back into your eternal embrace. May the light be forever with him. Amen. May the glory of God guide you, and may your sins be washed away. May the glory of God...
I was kind of expecting Mahales to try and track Buglio down. He does not seem to quite care about what happens there. So the next question is, what does the good doctor think of actually learning the secrets of Reverend Temple? And you two are still here too.
If you're up for it, check out Shenwu Temple.
I mean, we already dealt with Louis Wenchu. No change in that though.
Have you any news? Forgive my outburst. The temple's scriptures span generations of knowledge. Now, thanks to you, this legacy lives on. It would be a shame for us to lose it. Here, take this medicine I've just concocted. There isn't much, but please take it. It should serve you well in your travels. Now, I must devote myself to these scriptures. Celestial Masters, forgive me for allowing outsiders into our halls. If I brew a cure for the feathering, perhaps I could atone. Celestial Masters.
Okay, you're definitely slipping off the edge there. And it is interesting that what you gave is a bronze bottle adorned with intricate carvings of eyeballs. The bottle holds a thick red liquid. Injecting this red mercury into the bloodstream enhances physical abilities, but Taoist reserve is used for dire situations when no other options remain. It is a consumable though, the red blood. Just that you gain recovery first time. The game is sort of giving us like really high quality items very early on. But because they are high quality and we only have one item, I can understand if nobody wants to quite use it. Unless they really need to. Boogaloo? At least you realize that whatever is in here is not what you thought it was. Let's face the music. Oh, I see. The blood pool sort of makes sense now. They're using it to extract red mercury. Or red mercurial growths. That's just the gate from Elden Ring. A tiger? A very dead tiger by the looks of it. With bones jutting out of it. Fierce tiger. Oh, I can use the bone whistle here too. Oh, you do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Alright. I might have to retract that statement that the temple is not bad. At best, it seems like I can only take like 2 hits before I die. I get the feeling you're gonna see me die here a lot, because this seems to be the final area boss for this location. Like, the track is insane too. Oh, okay. I don't even need 2 hits. It's just one-shots me. You might want to check the name for the boss next time. I'm surprised you're mixing it up here then. I think we also kind of need equipment that's good against lightning, because it is really just killing me here. Lightning. What is good against lightning? 5.2, 0.6, 8.7, 10. 9.2, 15.7, 10, 7. Kind of wish we had a sword feature here that allows us to filter things by their stats. Just so we don't have to figure this out each time. Okay, Fang Yao has like a really good lightning resistance. You too. I guess it makes sense because these are both items we got from Shenwu Temple. So what I'm gonna do is equip the gear set we get from Fang Yao. And hopefully that should... And I can check this against everything else to make sure don't have a higher lightning resist. But I do feel like this is very much going to be the case, that the Fang Yao set is going to be the best one here. Oh wait, the South General's Embrace, that is higher. Interesting. Junior Maid, Fang Lin's. Let me check the South General one again. This is slightly lower. What an odd combination we have here. And an equally weird dress getup here. You know what? This is a little too much for me. Just put you in some good-looking armor instead. Where is the South General attire? Though it kind of looks like you don't have any shoes now. Also equally weird. Okay, much better. Well, you get your chance to see it now. Okay, yeah, the change in equipment is giving us at least 2 hits before we die. Yes, it is a tiger. I'm kind of surprised you didn't figure that out from how it looks. So I see lowering the noise filter on my mic is proving to be a bit disadvantageous. Because it seems like you guys can actually hear the noise from outside. From the road, interestingly enough. Is the noise even actually working here? What, pray tell, are you picking up my audio? Let me listen a bit to my own mic. Yeah, it's actually picking up the noise from outside. Wow. Okay, we definitely need to increase the filter on that. Give me a second. Put on, filter off. Honestly, it's picking up the noise like really bad.
Oh, hey Shadon, welcome to the stream. Do you like the voice I'm doing right now? This is my I'm gonna get beaten by the boss black and blue voice.
I mean, I know that's gonna sound annoying if I keep it up the entire way. I'm gonna keep the cutscene just so you guys can enjoy what's happening here. He sucked the behemoth. It's actually a voice I keep specifically for when we run into like little animal creatures. And occasionally what I'll do is I'll voice over the little animal creatures doing weird stuff. But because I was in filters, I was like, you know what, let me activate this for a moment. Yeah, this boss is just two-shotting me. This is very much a case of get good right here. Laser beam? Laser beam! Okay, no, never mind, it's just a projectile. It's an exploding projectile. Oh, there's the laser beam. That was what I was expecting. Thunder! Okay, Paralysis is great, great. What is this orchestral soundtrack in the back? Ow! Well, that move eats up my entire health bar. As you can see, that thing's actually half dead too, like its bones are jutting out. What are you doing now? Oh, great. Not the exploding orb! I can't even see. Explode? No? Oh, that's why it does so much damage. It's actually a collection of multiple projectiles, and since I'm so near, I get hit by all of them. That's why it one-shots sometimes. Oh, calm down, calm down. I haven't even done that much damage to you. Ooh. Nope. I am getting like really lucky with the dodges here. Just trying to get some distance to heal actually. There we go. Wow, okay. I poised through the entire attack. Ah. Agreed. What are you doing now? I'm almost out of my entire healing here. Yeah, I was taking the shotgun blank. That's probably the reason why I just died in one shot the previous turn. But now we also have equipment that's lightning based. Last time I went in, it wasn't lightning based. Ow. Oh, he does it twice. Oh, never mind, he does it thrice. Oh. Wait, it already does like a landmine with the electricity, so I'm not too worried about the fact that it's gonna electrify this entire area later with a super move or something. Yeah, actually that's pretty accurate, right? Because Byakko is actually a Chinese myth, and I'm not sure why, but it does seem like this is a myth given form. Just the whole thing is like very distorted, and that we have Buglio over here asking to be forgiven. The axe might not be the way to go. I feel like I'm just poking at this thing at the moment. Oh, there we go. Just take the entire hit. You know, the funny thing, there's even a delay on those attacks. Like, each hit after is a bit delayed, so if you dodge, like, back to back, you're gonna get hit. Come on. He's almost like a bull, in that he keeps charging at you. I am completely full of Skyborn magic here. The lightning orb! The lightning orb! You stop using that particular move, it's not effective. We need fast strikes. Wow. Heal up. Come on. Out in the distance. But this feels a bit too easy. This thing has a second phase, I'm 100% certain of it. It's a little too simplistic. Never mind. Scratch what I said. Oh, dodge too soon. Ah. Seems like you can just do like a charge and hit on this over and over. If you don't get hit, more or less. And now it's using its different moves since we reached 50%. What a time to use that move. You can dodge this too, by the way. It's not doing a very good job. And I can't believe I managed to get his poise so low. Ah, that's a combo I need to learn. Dodge. Heal up. Okay, prime time. Ran away. What are you doing now? Yeah, this is a little too easy. We are only like third try. I wouldn't be surprised if a Phoenix, a Dragon, and a Tortoise is around. He's actually talking. It's a person on top of Byakko. There is a second phase, I had a feeling. That was way too easy for phase 1. Now we're gonna have a lot of trouble. Okay, that's a cool shot. You can't beat Wuchang in like spectacle bosses. Oh, it's the explodey orbs. And he shoots it with this. Okay, this is like a combination of the phase 1 and phase 2, just Much more dangerous. Charging. Wow, wow, okay, okay. I am thoroughly impressed. See, this is your wish has come true. He's actually lighting the whole lake on fire. I mean, lightning, not fire. The delay on that. Ow! Okay, nope. What a fun-looking fight, right? This, the trend in Wuchang for a lot of the boss fights is there's always that one aspect of it that's like very spectacle. If you were with us yesterday, the dead bride thing, a reference to like weddings for the dead, also another Chinese mythological thing. That one was really cool in concept, but then you also had the second phase, which was like entirely a mix of Chinese and rock. And now we have this, which unfortunately means we're starting from phase 1 again. You need to remember the spin is followed by that. Never mind. Some faster weapons would do us good. Feels like the axe is a bit slow on the slow side, but you know what? In addition to that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon an NPC to help us on the first phase. Assuming I can use it before he starts going mad here. Nope. He doesn't let you. This time. Oh wow, I missed the lightning by just pure luck there. Oh, he did the charge, not what I was expecting. Or are you an endgame and using Cactuar to increase your stats? Have fun. I gotta ask you though, have you ever done like a no-level run in Final Fantasy VIII? I think that's the best one. That and just using Cactuar to devour everything and max out everyone's stats at the end. It all feels so good. Maybe I should adjust my spells here too, just in case. Next time. Okay, he's really not letting you use the bone whistle. Oh no, not exactly. What I mean is, See, the way Final Fantasy VIII works is that enemies scale, unlike most other RPGs where the level of the enemies is based on where you are, right? The further you go, the more... The further you go, the higher the level of the enemies, right? But that's not the case in Final Fantasy VIII. In Final Fantasy VIII, the level of the enemies scaled with you. So if you're fighting in an area and grinding to level up, the enemies are going to level up with you. And there are some points where that is useful, like you can get higher level magic and everything, but it is generally better to actually get to endgame at a lower level. And like Shinan said here, you want to keep the level as low as possible so that at the end, when you get the better GMs, the better Guardian Forces, with the bonus to strength and other stats, like each of them have an ability that allows your characters to get more stats when they level up. And that's basically what he's trying to do, I suppose. With Cactuar. Yeah, like he's saying. It is a very different game. I think it's a game that allows you to like very easily break the strength barrier if you are smart about it. Okay, let's take a look at our stats. I mean, magic. Lightning is obviously a no-go. I'm not entirely sure what I want to use on this, to be honest. We could go with the usual set of support spells that I go for, especially with the axe, and then add in a fire spell at the end. Or maybe just the frost spell. Yeah. It's very easy to break the system if you know how to do it. And part of the fun in FF8 is actually figuring out the system, so once you do, it's a whole different ball game. Oh, I missed. Oh, not what I was expecting. I was expecting him to use a projectile. There we go, what I was actually expecting him to do there. Can I actually poise break him? I can. Unfortunately, his head is clipped into the wall, so I can't do the critical. Eat ice. Zombie. Tiger. That did nothing to him. Area denial. Let's bait him into a charge here. Okay, phase 2 once more. Oh, what? That was not what I intended to do. I need to figure out the timing for that one. Oh, wow, what a reach. He jumped from across the screen. Just obliterated there. Once I was jumped, I completely lost all hope. He is an undead, right? So fire should technically work really well against this thing. And my madness is backed out, from what you're hearing. Now we're gonna take more damage and do more damage. Oh, that hit me. That hit me too. Oh. Sometimes I just completely misjudge the area effects of these things and just get stomped. And if you get hit by that, that's pretty much just one free hit for him. Yeah, see, there we go. I know. The greed. Okay, not too bad. The Axe's healing ability, like one setup you can really go for with the Axe is it has a lot of moves that if you hit it will give you a temporary heal effect, and that's what I'm sort of using to save up on our flasks. And now I might actually try summoning that NPC.
I seek revenge for the people.
What is he doing? Oh, I have two NPCs. Okay. Of course. And he combines it with the lightning now. Well, the NPCs are actually doing like a really good job. I've never used them too much. I never realized how good they are. Oh, come on, not the area lightning thing. Like, how are we supposed to get close to you? Critical! I completely missed that. Oh, come on, the NPCs actually helped me quite a bit. Wow. Wow. A remnant from the War of the Ancients.
Brothers, the rebels lay dead. I have avenged us.
Oh, it's you. Good timing for that one. I suppose that one deserved... You know what, I'm not sure if it deserved that one, considering that we summoned the NPCs for help. But I was... Honestly, I didn't know there were 2 NPCs there. But it sort of makes sense. We've actually been helping both of them, like, with their quest up the mountain. Correct, we are winning tricks, actually, surprisingly. I was expecting the stream to be entirely just me getting beat up by that one tiger-human hybrid thing. But instead, we managed to make it through without doing too much. And we got a couple of new spells here. Let me check what that spell was. Echo of Zhang Jiangjong. Okay, this is what I was talking about before, right? If you do not know a bit about the Ming Dynasty, Zhang Jiangjong, I'm saying that right, Zhang Jiangjong, I think, Jiangjong, let's just call him Jiangjong. He is one of the people who rebelled at the end of the Ming Dynasty, and he is infamous for slaughtering the entire population of Sichuan. Every woman, man, child, he killed and gained control of that area. Now, according to the story here, this is after he dies, and the rebels are actually trying to revive him. That's why that form, the tiger thing, was actually his resurrection by the looks of it. And we've been fighting up the temple, defeating the rebels, along with 2 famous generals in that time, to finally put an end to him, all to get this one item, the chisel. And there is one more, I believe. Like, these chisels hold the power of immortality, in a sense. I wouldn't call it the same as Tiger Vanguard. Like, Tiger Vanguard felt a bit different because he was bipedal, right? This started off as a proper 4-legged animal fight and then just switched into second phase, which was very awesome. I feel like I sort of missed a bit of spectacle because we summoned the NPCs in phase 2 and they just obliterated him. Or rather, obliterating them, they grabbed aggro off of me enough that I could actually heal as needed. Okay, legends claim Zhang Jiangjong's rampage claimed innumerable lives, his bloodshed birthing only more carnage even after his passing. In death, Liu Wenxu used this object to bring him back. Yet reviving the dead only deepens the sins and sufferings of the world. Yeah, so this is referring to his slaughter of Sichuan, which is not mentioned in the game. It's more like just if you know, you know. And Liu Wenxu is one of his generals. Rather, Liu Wenxu, I believe, is Zhang Jiang is Liu Wenxu's adopted father, or he's his adopted son, right? Yes, we were able to summon NPCs for certain fights. If you do their quests along the route of each, like, I'm assuming here, right? Because we still haven't finished the entire game. But if you do the quests along the path, at the end, it seems the NPCs are like, okay, call us when you fight. And in this case, in this fight, we were able to summon 2 NPCs because we were doing the 2 NPC quests together. And we also got something else here. A valuable gold ingot shaped like a tortoise. The Ingod fell into Zhang Yongzhong's hands when the rebels ravaged and plundered the lands of Shu. Now, since we are at the shrine, I'm gonna... Oh, let's head back to the refugee camp before I use my souls, assuming the game will allow me to get there. Yeah, it does allow you. So, you know what? We are... Also, let me check the Zhenwu. Okay, the Zhenwu altar. This is where we are. If I rest here, some other NPCs might appear, so... I'll do the leveling up later. I'm just gonna rest for now. Currently preying on your game? Oh yeah, okay, your D&D game. You have a very tough dungeon master, so... Wait a minute, so the NPCs are actually not over here. They're just in a general vicinity. There's a path down here. I didn't even notice this. Oh, here's Hua Jie. She's actually injured. I think this might be the end of her quest. Huang Jian, eh?
They slaughtered our people, defiled our temple, all to raise that fiend, Shang Jianzhong, from
Shang Jianzhong.
But thanks to you, he's back in the mud, forever. At last, vengeance is ours. Now I can rest easy. Master, my brothers, I'll be joining you soon.
This is really the end of this NPC's quest. We managed to see the quest to the end. It almost sounded like she was going a bit mad at the end, because she was slaughtering the rebels left and right. Like, you can come across a room where she's just... There's an entire pile of rebel corpses nearby her. Doesn't seem like I can do anything else over here. Do I subscribe to the school of if the game gives you summons, use them, or summons are easy mode? I subscribe to both. See, in my first playthrough, I'm completely okay with using summons, as you can see from the stream here. However, I also like doing runs where I try to do fights without getting hit, if I like the game enough, right? That's Expedition for me. Arkham, the Arkham series, where I did a lot of the fights without getting hit. Asura's Wrath, another favorite of mine. And then, I guess the latest would be actually this, right? Because I've tried to do a few fights without it. But I will only start doing that challenge run after the first playthrough. For the first playthrough, it's all about enjoying the story as much as possible. And one thing I'm worried about is that if you do not summon NPCs into fights, you might not be able to complete their quests, right? Like Huan Jie here is like really grateful that she got the chance to avenge her master against the rebel leader, Zhenjiang. So, yeah. I'm not sure if that's the case, to be honest. Like, it might be that the quests continue even without her summon. But so far I've been summoning them, like... Although I did do one boss without a summon, and it felt like the quest did continue, so I might be imagining it. There is another NPC called Nan Xiucha. Nan Xiucha. Who you can fight, like, who will help you, like, very early on against an alchemist, a mad alchemist. And the problem was that room was, like, really, really small, right? So when Nan actually grabbed the aggro, it sort of made things confusing. So when I defeated that boss, I actually did it... Oh, that's your sword. I'm sorry about that. I defeated the boss without summoning him, and it felt like his quest continued. Asura's Wrath was so good. I don't even know how to express how much I enjoyed that. Maybe there is a way. Like, if and you can tell I was like really, really obsessed with it, right? If you, I'm not sure whether the post is still up, but if you actually search the game facts board from back then, I don't even remember when that was. there were some people asking how to S rank certain fights. And I made a post on how to exactly do that. I even wrote down how many times you need to hit a person to get an S rank. That's how much I played that fight. And in another fight, a lot of people were thinking there was a glitch, right? If you do a certain attack, there's a QTE that automatically fails. I'm not sure why nobody else figured this out at the time, but what happened was there are two forms of gap closes in that fight, a dash and a jump dash. If you do the dash, for some reason, the game auto assumes you failed the QTE because you're stuck in the animation lock. This is my assumption, right? So a lot of people thought you couldn't approach that boss from behind, but what I discovered was that it does not apply to the jump dash. And if you search GameFAQs, you can see entire paragraphs I've written on how to S-rank those fights. That's how obsessed I was with that. A game I really, really enjoyed. Also, where's the other NPC? I got sidetracked with my little story there. And in case you're wondering, it's not the first time I've written to GameFAQs. Another game that I can think I've contributed to is if you head over to Assassin's Creed Liberation. I do believe that even now, the map guide for collectibles is one that I made. Like if you head over to that message board and look up the collectible maps, that's something I made in Photoshop. Why are you sort of staggering over here? And it was kind of weird too, because I was constantly on the Assassin's Creed Liberation boards, right? I bought a PS Vita at the time, so not many other people were playing it. I played it so much that I knew that there are certain points where if you, like, it has grapple points that allows you to cross over. And if you do not look at the grapple point from the correct camera angle, it won't activate. And because I knew that, a lot of people were like, you know what, there's this one guy on the board who knows everything. And I'm like, no, I do not know. Okay, you are also here. I didn't realize.
Well, well, we meet again, eh? My warnings go in one ear and out the other, don't they? The unending cycle of cause and effect has you wrapped tight. This land is no longer as it seems. A power beyond your comprehension awaits. Go any further, and you may never return.
Well, let me weigh my choice because I have other NPC quests to deal with, and there is a cave in here and another path over there. Are you okay, Nansu John?
Never in my wildest dreams did I think you capable of besting Jiang Xingdong. Seems I need
Jiang
more
Xingdong?
training. Mark my words. One day I'll become the strongest around. I'll protect everyone. So that no one else gets hurt again.
You are sort of suffering a bit of damage here.
I'm heading back to Worship's Rise. Here. These are my last strength pills. I'll claim my title as the world's strongest when next we meet.
I'm kind of curious about whether I did this to the NPC too, right? There was a point where this NPC asked whether there was anything he could further do to help people. And your option was to say the word nothing or just say nothing. And I was thinking, like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything in the moment until maybe there's another option we can find by playing more, right? But by saying nothing, I sort of seem to have crippled his confidence. And I'm wondering if that is a reason why he's actually failing now. Because when we meet him, like, he's pretty confident. Even though we know he's pretending to be confident, he's pretty confident that he can do stuff. Probably because I don't usually tell the story that much unless a person asks. I feel like even now, me mentioning it to you guys was a little too much of a boast, to be honest. Like, let's face it. But you mentioning challenge runs or the know someone thing actually reminded me of the fact that, yes, even from a very early time, I was doing stuff like this. It's just that the internet was a very different place, and the Maldives was a very different place, and not everyone had the internet. I got it very late in my life. Because of that, now I can talk to you guys, and back then I didn't really have much people to talk to, so going on GameFAQs and everything was just sharing my passion, right? Also, back then you weren't able to buy, like, there weren't as many game releases, right? I feel like there's so many good releases that I haven't had the time to completely invest myself in one game. Back then, you got one game and then you played it for like months, and that's the reason why you could figure out all the stuff there. Little things you'll find out when you join our stream. Oh, Mr. Panda is here. Do you have new items for me, Mr. Panda? You finally moved out of your cave. Excuse me? Do I need to be in front of you to talk to you? Hello. Oh, you don't have any new items. I'm kind of disappointed. No new items. Yes, there is an actual NPC that is a panda. Why is it here? I have no clue. The only thing it seems to be doing is to grant us item. The game in general looks like really, really good, right? A lot of the areas, and one of the reasons why I feel like the performance of the game suffers is because they put in a little too much emphasis on the graphics without the optimization behind it. Like, you guys have already heard about... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's an audio desync here. Let me quickly fix it. You guys have heard about the performance on PC, right? And I feel like a massive amount of those performance issues are because they haven't optimized the graphics. And surprisingly, there are issues with console too. I'm playing on PlayStation 5, as you can see. And there was one area where the game was actually freezing. Like, if you were attacking, it was just, everything would just stop for like a few seconds. And I almost thought it was crashing, but it never crashed, mind you. But it froze a lot in that area. And I've never seen a PlayStation 5 game do that on my end. There have been some free crashes from various games, but never a freeze, which was very odd for me. And even the frame rate was suffering in that area, so it's a bit of a shame considering the game is like really, really enjoyable. Let me head to the refugee camp real quick. Because it's a panda, right? It looks like Kumo. Unfortunately, I feel like this panda is a bit shorter and it has that little thing, little kilt it wears on the waist. Yeah, not only in performance mode. If you set it to performance mode, what happens is the game will actually put the sharpening to like 5, and I have completely lowered the sharpening just to make sure it works smoothly, right? Even with that area was lagging, so not very ideal. So I'm realizing that time has actually passed in this place. Let's give our items to the vendor here. He should give us the new boss stuff.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment. Oh, good heavens. This... Has anyone else laid eyes on this?
This was stolen from the Imperial Court, right?
I wouldn't dare touch it. But now... Well... Desperate times call for desperate treasures. The rebels looted countless treasures from the Shu Manor, sinking what they couldn't carry to the river's depths. Oh, I mourned at the loss of those treasures. To think you'd bring one to me. Oh, fate works in mysterious ways.
Okay, that ought to have unlocked possibly a new set. Okay, this one. A felt hat, its brim adorned with gold accents and a decorative fringe, belonging to Sovereign Jianzhong. Sea lily vines creep across its surface. filled with the resentment of those who died unjustly. After his revival, the Sovereign's fall was as swift as that of his nation, built on blood and bone. Well, okay, you're actually scrolling. Dark yellow silk and intricately embroidered with dragons. The garments were torn as Zhang's body transformed during his revival. Their original form no longer discernible. Same thing as the hat, basically. Sea lily wines creep up across its surface. Zhang Zhang's reign as Emperor of Shu was brief, and he passed away soon after ascending to the role. In his wake, the four heavenly kings continued their relentless struggle for power. Same thing over here, but this one's slightly different. Zhang's lower body fused with a tiger during his revival, tearing his robes and rendering the dragon patterns almost unrecognizable. Sea lily wines creep across its surface, filled with the resentment of those who died unjustly. Okay, let's get this set. Now let me also check whether you have anything else from that boss fight. No spells, no benedictions, no needles. Actually, I have one more thing to do. And that is to sell all our soul items.
Nothing good comes cheap, you know.
Yes, I am aware. Let's level up. I'm sticking to the axe for now. I might change it, but we are going complete axe build at the moment, which has been oddly working out for me. I have axes in both my weapon slots. I want to increase magic or just get stats from something else, because right now the axe tree is more or less filled. Apart from these additional slots for skills which I'm not using, I guess I can increase these. You can always reset it in this game, so not too much of a difference there. And before we continue down that path, let's take a look back at Reverend Temple. We have a few NPCs we can talk to there, although it seems like the Good Doctor is the only one we have a quest for. It might be possible that the other NPCs there have moved since we defeated Zhang. Never gonna get that name right. Zhang. Yeah, there were two NPCs over here, and defeating that boss seems to have moved them somewhere. Alright, let's actually take a look at that new equipment we got. The Sovereign Dragon stuff. Looking very evil here, all things considered. I like the hat, but I'd preferred it if we had like frills or bangs. Where is the Good Doctor? He's over here.
The rebels, they pillaged our sacred temple and they slaughtered many of our brethren. Had I been there, I too may have been unable to escape. But now, justice has been served. They met their end, and deservedly so.
Yeah, he's going off his rocker too.
But now, justice has...
I guess just killing the rebels actually did that. Oh yeah, that is actually due to something else entirely. That's the game's way of knowing you've fulfilled a condition to improve your attack. Like you can see two symbols. Okay, maybe you can't see it right now, because the HUD that I've masked for you all is not the original HUD, right? This is a movable HUD I placed here, so you all can see what's happening to my HP during the fight. Let me switch this off and show you what my actual HUD looks like, so that I can possibly explain what's going on here. We also kind of need to remove this filter on this. If I don't accidentally hide everything. Okay, let's turn our composite block. Like, you can see like 2 symbols below my stamina bar, right? And if we head over to our system help buffs, that is a Fury one. One of those, the effects you're seeing, is because my madness is currently at 100%. The other you're seeing is from damage. And I believe it's happening because of this as well. You can slot in certain accessories into your weapons, which grants you certain buffs. And in this case, it's coming from the increases damage dealt while at full health. So if I go get hit anywhere, there's an enemy down here which we can show, that effect will immediately wear off. In a lot of ways, the game is like very helpful in letting you know that, hey, you have certain buffs active, even without looking at your HUD. I'm just gonna take care of you and then get hit by this fellow. Any day now. Come on. Okay, that's a little too much. Calm down. But yeah, as you can see, other than the flames on my body, which will wear off in a while, the effect is gone now. Like, that effect is just letting me know that, hey, your HP is full, you're getting a damage buff. So let's bring everything back. Considering that he was setting me on fire, I do not believe chill is what he was. There are some other things you can see with Wuchang, by the way, as well. And one thing, I'm not sure if I can get a proper camera angle over here without Wuchang staring at the camera, but you can see sort of vines crawling up her body. That also only happens when her madness is high. At 50% madness, she gets the red eyes, and at near 100 or 90%, the vines start growing on her. Overall, a very evil look. Okay, where are you going? I believe we've talked to each and every NPC we can at this point. This might be the end of Mount Zhenwu. Although something tells me that final boss seemed a little too easy for a chapter boss for me. The thing I've noticed with the game is that once you reach the end of an area boss, that final boss is always a bit challenging. The boss here wasn't a bit challenging. Oh, and Wan Jian actually died, and we got an item in her stead. Zhenwu robes. Half Vitality spell. Excuse me, what is that? Is that a key item or a usable item? Half of a round crimson pill, based on Forbidden Zhenwu Temple recipe. It contains high concentration of red mercury. Oh, okay. This is just another pill, the same as this. I think it might depend on how you do or play the game tricks. Because from my understanding, there are NPCs which are actually enjoining you to do good, and others who will like embrace the chaos. Well, I'm paraphrasing here, but they're like, embrace your demonic powers or something, right? So, considering that this is a Souls game, it's very likely you can either be a good person or a bad person at the end. And a lot of the quests that you help the NPCs with seem to be geared towards that too. It's just that it's a bit confusing whether you're actually helping them or not helping them, right? Like with the previous NPC I was talking about, Nian Xiuchang, Nian Xiuchang, just saying nothing seemed to have shot his confidence entirely. And I'm sure I might have sent another child NPC to their death at a boat somewhere. I have not found that kid afterwards. May Chaos take the world. You know what? Whenever people talk of Chaos, it's not actually him I am always reminded of. I'm always reminded of Jack from Stranger of Paradise, right? Chaos, chaos, chaos. Or if you prefer, I voice this in a completely different way. We can always go for this.
Chaos.
Wait a minute, is my noise filter actually working? Hopefully you guys don't hear... don't hear the fan in the back. I feel like it's not quite working properly. Now let me know if you do. Alright, and we got the Zhenwu stuff, so I might as well wear those. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like I said, I made that preset as sometimes while I'm running around, like if I'm running around like in Wuchang, occasionally I'll find like birds and rabbits, right? And I'll voice over them just for the heck of it, like because it's a bit fun, right? So that voice.
This voice is a preset that I have exclusively to make animal voices. Like if you imagine a cute animal talking with this, it sort of makes a bit more sense, right? It's definitely not the make chaos take the world voice.
That's for sure. Alright, okay, good to hear. I'm seeing a bit of rumbling on the voice changer. I mean, not the voice changer, the voice meter. But maybe it's not there. I don't say meow. It's just like you're voicing over, like if you see a rat in the pack of rats, so you're like, okay, something like, oh, okay, let me give you, let's switch on that voice filter once more. Like assume I'm talking as, like I see a bunch of rats and they're speaking with
each other. Hey Larry, did you see that cheese over there? No, Frank, I did not see the cheese. Last time, Dad died getting caught up in a trap. But Frank, it's cheese. We gotta get it. Larry, what has Mom been telling you?
Stuff like that. Like it's very random. It completely depends on what's in my mind at the moment. To be honest, I made the preset so that we can add it into YouTube videos, not into our Twitch channel. But since I'm using OBS to actually record my voice as well, it's there in the filters. So whenever I'm opening it up, I also see it and I'm activating it. And we finally got the entire Zhenwu set, so let's take a look. Taoist conventionally donned robes woven of blue silk. This particular set, however, has seen better days. While I may be forced to roam the land in exile, I shall remain true to my purpose, always to quell any demon and monster that crosses my path. There's always a bit of unhinged in me, guy. It just takes a bit to bring it out, just so you guys know. Zhenwu Temple rose to fame for their ability to quell demons following the Feathering Outbreak. The temple issued a slew of commands to strike down any demon that arose until one day when the gate shuts and the commands trickle to a still. Okay, yeah, more or less. Now we have the entire set, which actually makes Wuchang look like that one NPC. What yet? Those boots looked really chunky though. Not quite liking the robes. And it's not matching the axe aesthetic, so let's switch back to this for a bit. You know what? Let me actually just keep this set on for now. And we're gonna glamour here, right? Glamour to make Wuchang look as evil as possible. And there's one set I love for this, which is, I believe, this. Oh, no, not. We're gonna keep the glamour, not equipment. The hairstyle's not quite working, huh? Okay. Maybe we should give her a bit more regal of her hairstyle. Yeah, this hairstyle's really not working. Now you guys are getting peak gameplay here. Peak gameplay. Everyone knows Fashion Souls is a real in-game. Well, let me just keep it that way. I feel like that works really well. I'll probably change the set to whatever resistances we need in the future. The storyteller's still here. This place is really dark. Okay.
Well, well, the unendings of power go any further, and you may never return.
Oh, because I chose so quickly, his voice line got cut off. Causality weaves its pattern. Your irrevocable destiny lies bare before you. Will you proceed? I press ever onward.
Your sins. I also hate for them.
Excuse me? Where are we? Did I just get teleported somewhere? We're back at Warship's Rise? And that was by you, her sister speaking. What's with the emergency music? And the rain. Are we like in a flashback or something? It sort of feels that way. Oh, we might be, because I do believe this...
You mentioned you travel far and wide. Have you ever seen red vines? Like these?
Oh wait, this is Fang Yuan. These are the NPCs we managed to save. Fang Yao.
I'm glad you are safe. Hadacia said you've got important business in town, but we just barely escaped from there.
Hadacia?
If you really must go, here, take this. I hope it helps both of you. I'll stay
Both
here.
of you?
Come back for me when you're done. All right?
Here's our friend, Hey Yozai. He's been slowly losing his memory over the course of the game.
You've arrived at last. The refugee camp is no longer safe. All I could do was bring Fang Yao to Analam. That merchant Tao said Worship's Rise is in utter chaos now. Strange red vines are sprouting everywhere, and monsters are attacking anyone in sight. Aside from the hidden Analam, only the Reverend Temple remains untouched by the monsters. Let me check the town first while you stay here in Analam with Fang Yao. We can plan our next move once I return with information. I'm worried about your arm. If it gets worse, it could complicate matters. But I can't stop you, can I? Here, take this. I can't remember who gave it to me, but I believe it might help with your feathering. Use it if you start to feel unwell. I'll head out first. If I find anything, let's meet at the Reverend Temple.
Interesting. Like, he's been giving us this medicine like all through the game. Not this one. Where's the cornucopia? Is it this one? No. It had a weird yellow center. Yeah, over here. And I have not used it because it looks kind of weird. Oh, I can't go further, huh? Somehow, the storytellers seem to have been put there to direct players who are lost on where to go. I'm assuming that I had to come back to this area in Warship's Rise, although or maybe the world is not connected here, because this is completely foreign to me. I've never been to this. Almost wish I'd just explored that cave near the storyteller instead of being teleported here, because I feel like I lost my bearings a bit. This door's locked, and the panda is over here too. Now, do you have anything new for me? Kuma. Oh, you do have something new. Increases damage dealt if 9 discipline skills are known. Might as well buy it. Well, to be fair, not all of them look that weird. Like, they let you know in whether it causes corruption, like, very easily. Like, between this, which is very bloody, and this, I feel like the golden pill looks a bit better, right? Same here. And if you look at it, it just says fully restored HP. But I know for a fact that this is actually a quest item you can use. There is an NPC who wants this, and I've not been giving it to her because I feel like giving it to her might actually make her go mad. But it seems like after killing the revived rebel leader, things have gone from bad to worse. We've somehow set something in motion that's causing the red wines to spread all over the place. Yeah, all the NPCs seem to have relocated over here.
Oh, when did you slip in, miss? I didn't notice you among the refugees.
I wish I could answer that.
To return to Analum to gather some silver before fleeing, but fate had other plans. Now I'm stuck here. Ah, the tragedy that's befallen Worship's Rise. Those damned grave robbers must have stirred up some vengeful spirit, bringing this divine punishment down on us. Have you seen the state of the yard? My family's lived here for generations. Oh, the town's gone to hell. Murder and fire at every turn. Best to stay put here in Analum for now, miss. It's safer. What treasures do you have for me today?
Okay, at least you're ready to get the treasures. I'm not sure we actually killed the kid. I'm assuming. I feel like I might have sent that kid to their death. But I also feel like, okay, the kid is a bit weird, especially if you've not seen them, right? Very early on in the game, you meet 2 children. And it's sort of hinted that 2 children of the family that's actually in charge of the temple at Worship's Rise, right? And it's hinted that the dad actually went mad while trying to rescue the mother. The mother was actually cannibalized by the boss at the end. And their 2 children, one of them it seems was caught and got beheaded. The other kid escaped. And the very first time I met that kid, I was assuming it was the kid that escaped, right? But the thing is, he had a jar on his head, so we could not be sure. But now, over time, I'm beginning to suspect that that kid we've met is actually the kid who was beheaded. And that's why he can't speak to us. Whenever you speak to him, he'll either do an emote or make weird noises. Somehow the weird magic that's happening all over the place is brought him back after he was beheaded. Or at least that's my assumption for now. We don't really have any proof.
Well, would you look at that?
It's a storyteller.
Fancy seeing you again, young un.
What do you mean? You sent me here.
It's almost like fate is leading you along. I won't stand in your way any longer.
All good.
In fact, I've got a favor to ask. Tell me, do you know what you're standing on?
I do not.
That Metacrinus plant ought to only grow deep underground. Yet, the Bowmagus has made it bloom here.
Oh, people.
The ancient Bow people hail from this land, and the Magus brought them to Worship's Rise. She was seduced by power, and her actions have cursed the world. She's hiding in the underground palace beneath the Shu Sanctum. Confront her for me, and should she still cling to her misguided path, kill her, and save the Bow people from their doom. Ah, you're a good one.
Polygonal
Now
container.
I can rest easy knowing it's in your hands. She's hiding in the underground palace beneath the Shu Sanctum. Kill her.
You know what? Well, before I respond to this, let me just get a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Give me 5 seconds. I mean, a minute or two. Sorry about that. Now that we've actually gotten some water inside our system. Yeah, okay, going back to this, right?
She was seduced by power, and her actions have cursed the world. She's hiding in the underground palace beneath the Shu Sanctum.
Thank you, King.
Confront her for me, and should she still cling to her misguided path, kill her, and save the Bow people from their doom.
Yeah, this is going back to what I was talking about before. Like, there were certain NPCs who were enticing us to power, right? And one of those people is an enemy called the lady clad in red, or something along those lines, right? And that lady was always sort of telling us to embrace our power, embrace our power. And we've seen her sort of do like weird things. She was in an area with corpses, messing with the trees there. And I've sort of suspected that she might have been part of the Bow people, but that does not seem to be the case. She seems to be a Bow Magus, and she's the one who's sort of led to the events that are happening here. Also, why is this covered in plants? Mahales?
Don't go any further. The town is overrun with demons.
I am
have
aware.
been sent by the Lord's divine will to proclaim his sacred word. Serving the Lord and saving the world is my sacred calling. Lord above, guide me. Amen.
That does not help anyone, I'm afraid, Mahales.
Halt! Don't go any further. The town is overrun with demons.
Let me update our title over here. Don't think our title on YouTube will be updated. But the Twitch title should have changed now. I don't need that right now, but hell in a handbasket. It's an idiom of sort, right? It means like all hell has broken loose. Which is more or less our situation right now. Or am I thinking of the wrong idiom? Now you're gonna have to make me check. Hell in a handbasket. Yeah, okay, that was correct. Hell in a handbasket is describing a situation where everything is gonna end up in a disaster. And that's basically the situation that Wu Chang is in right now. Like, something she's done has led to everything going very, very wrong. By the looks of it, this place was actually disconnected from the main location we had before. And we only managed to open it now. Flawless red mercury. I think that's all the NPCs we managed to save. Yeah, it does look like we sort of missed a couple of NPCs, because if they were safe, they might have actually been here. Or at least that's the impression I get. But they are not here, so the options we chose might have actually led to their deaths. Just making sure we didn't miss anything over here before we run down to the town. Okay, that seems to be everything. However, this actually presents an interesting situation because that NPC there just gave us a quest to teleport to underneath the Shoe Sanctum, like it seems. Anelum, worship rise in ruins. Okay, I need to actually get myself to the Shoe Sanctum, like it's messed up at the moment. And Wang Du is in this area in Anelum. Is he down there or up here? Yeah, these actually seem like enemies, so he's probably back up there. It's feasting on a corpse, huh? The most ideal of things to be doing in the middle of nowhere. You know what? Let's go speak to Wang Du. He's probably up there somewhere. If we can find him. Wait, there's a little cave here. No, no, it's just a little divot. Well, this is the one thing I sort of wish the game did, which is to make Wu Chang a bit faster. When running through an area. Like just when she's not in combat, like make it so that like she really zips around. Okay, Dao Jin is over here. So I'm assuming Wukong should also be nearby. He's usually in the same vicinity, even though one is a thief and the other is a merchant. Both of them thieves in their own way. Check here. I feel like I did. So let me bring out my lantern. It's like so dark in here. Even the Buddha statues are making me think of Wukong. And if you go down this way, you end up where the panda is. Wukong does not seem to be here either, or did I miss him? Over here, maybe? And this sort of feels like a shortcut you'll unlock later on. It's just a panda over here. Nothing else. Okay, so if he's not in any position here, I can only assume he's further down. Technically speaking, we should not have anything that we can give to him. Insofar as I am aware. Oh, he is here. You got hurt quite a bit by the looks of it.
My legs are killing me. I should have known better than to poke around the leftovers from these temple rats. Those bastards attack anyone on sight, even me. I would have been a gunner if not for my fast legs. The blind one invited me to hide in his home. It's such a big home at that. Whenever will I strike a pig, eh?
Okay, you don't really have anything new per se, just that dialogue, I guess? Well, we can buy this. Wait, is that infinite? Can I buy more?
Come back soon.
It's kind of funny that he goes back to his normal merchant dialogue after complaining about his food for all that time. Sorry, Mahales, I'm gonna have to ignore your kind advice and proceed forward. Don't really want to attack anyone who's not attacking me. Even the dogs are fighting against each other. What has happened here? Is this that weird tree thing the Magus was actually feeding with blood or something? Wow, that's Red Mercury. Almost feels like we're reaching the end of the game with this happening. I was kinda expecting it to be a bit long. Oh, meet the cannon guys. Okay, you're slightly different from the cannon guys I'm used to. Just killed me out right there. Oh, snap. Okay, now we have to actually deal with our demon too. This might be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, my demon's probably waiting there. Vera died. I kinda don't want to deal with both of you at the same time. Oh wait, did my demon just die? Yeah, it died. It died from something. Probably from the cannon guy, right? Looks like the soldiers are infected somehow. Somehow. Let's buff up our defenses. These guys haven't changed much. Okay, you have definitely changed. You're like a completely new entity I've never fought before. Best defense is a good offense. Are you the mask guys? Have you completely transformed into something? I'm not even sure. Like, you have the mask from the dancers, but you're completely avian now. Do not think I can sneak up behind you, though. Or can I? I can. Okay. Wow, look at that. The remnant of my health bar. That was indeed a very much a best defense isn't a good offense moment right there. This seal is something the temple usually puts to protect stuff. Not quite sure what's going on here. We might be able to come back to it later. But yeah, this is... I definitely feel like we're in the final chapter of the story here. This is our starting area, just the entire area is sort of gone to hell, more or less. Yeah, at least there are some normal enemies around here that we can actually deal with. The axe really coming in clutch. Breaking the ancient... There, it's already broken, it's already a mess. To be fair. Oh, we got a gun guy. Now that I think about it, they might have actually been trying to shoot me with the barrels there. Like if I'd been a bit slower, the fire pots might have actually destroyed and exploded. Not seeing any new NPCs here. And we sort of need to go back to the Shoe Sanctum to figure out what's happening over there. We got a quest from one NPC to kill another, which is never a good sign. So up or right? Up very much feels like a boss fight. We're gonna avoid that for now, because this is the Shoe Sanctum, and if I remember correctly, there is a shrine here. Although the entire place is sort of burning. Gun guy is a fun guy. Well, you know what they say, King. Don't bring an axe. Don't bring a gun to an axe fight. Yeah, I'm just really going all in the axe at the moment. Okay, a bit. What in tarnation has happened here? I'm a bit confused right now. The NPC told us to get the other NPC underneath the Shoe Sanctum. Only problem is the path underneath is this way. But it seems like it's collapsed due to the fire. You might find it if you go this... Well, you know what? Because we have the shrine, I'm gonna go back up to that room that's looked very much like a boss fight and see what's happening over there first. There's a path that way too. Oh, it's my demon. A scripted fight with the demon. Interesting. You're using dual blades too. Oh, wow, Oh, she's changed to an axe. Get some healing in here. Wow, what a consistent combo. Oh, is that what's happening? Is that why you weren't able to communicate? I was wondering, because there was a few minutes where it felt like the YouTube connection disconnected. It might be because of that. You know what? Let me pause the stream and quickly connect back.